We're going to get the thoughts of both managers, beginning with Erik Ten Hag.
Oh yeah. First of all, congratulations on Manager of the Month, and to Harry as well for Player of the Month. With Harry,
and the goal of the month,
and Goal of the Month as well. Yeah. Got a hat trick. It's quite interesting because when you look at Harry Maguire and the conversations around him at the start of the season, Scott McTominay as well, they've kind of turned their United careers around, haven't they? Is that fair?
I think we have a squad, and that squad is internal competition. And if you want to have a successful season, you need more than 11 players. And finally, and there's in every season, it will turn in every season what is the best team. And from how they were here, they are great players, and they played themselves in the team. And so that is what you expect from every player. This has to be the dedication from every player to aim for this.
I just thought it was quite interesting that I know you answered it a bit on Wednesday night about the crisis at Manchester United, which you played down. You're only 3 points behind Manchester City. So does the narrative need to change?
So we know where we are going, and we had our setbacks, especially in the start of the season. A lot of things went against us, with injuries, with decisions, and sometimes you find yourself as a team in such a place, and you have to deal with it. And then you see the character of the team. But we fought back, and I think we are now in a better place. We are in a better form. You see the performances are increasing. We are improving as a team and as individuals, and you get a stronger belief. But we also know we have to be very sharp in every game, because we also know that this league is very competitive, and you see it in the results recently this week as well. Everyone kills everyone, so you need to be ready for every game.
Erik, Marcus Rashford was obviously taken out of the side on Wednesday night. Have you seen a reaction from him to that decision?
So Rashford is incredible good player, and you can't do it with 11 players, and also he can't play every game. And he's not in this moment in the form where he was last year, but I'm sure he will get there.
The game against Chelsea, in terms of chances created and so on, arguably one of the best of the season. How difficult will it be for Marcus to get back into the side, given the way he played?
That is, so what I said about Scott McTominay, what I said about Harry Maguire, it's up to them. So finally, it will always the team will line themselves up, and the best players who forms the best team, who constructs the best team, they will play.
Fraser.
You've never lost to Bournemouth in Premier League in the recent times. How important is it that you continue the confidence that you found at home into this game this time around?
Yeah. So I think they have also very good form, Bournemouth. So it's we have seen them, and it's very good side. It's very good constructed, that team, capable players. You have to play your best. And as I said in previous question, everyone is killing everyone, and so you have to be 100% ready as a team for that game. And so that's our job to do, and to get there.
Erik, how difficult is it this weekend with your selection? Because I know the next game is always the most important, but you have a very, very important game on Tuesday as well. So how difficult is the selection dilemma this weekend?
As a manager, with my coaches, with the rest of the staff, of course, you have also always considerations, and we take everything in account. But as you say, the next game is always the most important, and especially in the Premier League, where everyone is killing everyone. You need a very strong team.
How delighted have you been with them at the start of the season? But Scott already now he's scoring lots of goals. How big a surprise is that for you?
No, actually, from the first moment I saw, he has a very good smell to making the box, and he is a very good finisher. So so that's not a surprise. When we bring him in the way we want to play him in the position, when we get the balls there, he will finish.
last question in this section, Andy Linton.
Erik, can I ask you about Luke, what he brings to the team technically, tactically, and his presence in the dressing room?
To start with that last, I think a lot. I think he's a player where others can build on. He gives belief and confidence to other players. So the teammates around him, they feel comfortable. He will deal with difficult situations, and he will set up and take initiative to create. So it strengthens absolutely the team. So it's first in his presence, his personality, but then also he has the skill set with his physicality, so strong, also technical, very good. He's a high-profile player, and so we are happy he's back in.
Obviously, we are happy with the last performances, but I don't know if the good or the bad thing is that we don't have time even to enjoy it. We have to be ready again because tomorrow we have a very tough game in Old Trafford, and we have to prepare physically and also mentally. Sometimes, especially this week, we play away midweek game, away again now Saturday early game. So I think we need to switch on very early.
Lots going on at United this week. Did you get banned?
Listen, full disclosure, we're all adults, all of you and kids. But we were at Manchester United. We were among a number of outlets that took exception, against whom United took exception over a story that there were some dissenting voices in the dressing room. Now, when teams don't do well, there are, as you were saying earlier, one or two people in the dressing room that maybe lose a little bit of heart. If you're asking me strategically, I think it's never a good thing when a club bans newspapers, because of what they're saying to the world is we're rattled. And that's not what you want to be doing. What you want to be doing is staying behind your team, your players, and letting them do the talking. It should never become something that's bigger. And full disclosure, it wasn't just us, it was a number of other outlets, broadcaster, newspaper as well. But what Man United needed to do is let Ten Hag and the players do the talking, and they did that superbly well in midweek.
I actually didn't know that you were one of the publications. I didn't know it was going to be so personal. I'm sorry.
Listen, we're all family all around the world. We're fine. We're fine.
It was just a general way to get into the chat. But as you said, they beat Chelsea in midweek. I'm sorry, I'm sure that's sore. And then a clean sweep of the Premier League awards for November, Manager of the Month, Player of the Month, and Goal of the Month as well. Where do you think United are at?
Yeah, I think they're still not as stable as you would like, because this game, this was the game against, it was two teams unstable. Because people could say like, oh, they're coming out of wins and stuff. No, when you're stable is when you're in a comfort zone. They were both not comfortable in how they were playing, if you could see the game were going. And regardless, look, guys, you cannot wait for McTominay to be your top scorer in your team. And you cannot wait for McTominay to go and clear. I want to go from him. I want the goals that he scores if I play with him. But I want my other forwards to score too, because then it's a problem. And going to the situation, what's happening now, Ten Hag comes out of a culture where he comes from Ajax, and Ajax in the system is like, we are in charge, we dictate, and everybody needs us. Man United has a similarity of power, but the problem is the football is not at the same level. So that's why when he comes out to say things like that, people jump on it, because he's not in. Man United winning every weekend. Now, then the press might have to back up a little bit, but it's not at the moment.
Yeah.
18 goals they've scored so far this season. You've got to go back to 93 when they scored 14, their worst Premier League season in front of goals. But McTominay's been bailing them out big time, because had it not been for his goals, it could have been a lot tighter as far as they're concerned. They are still a team, despite the numbers, that you simply cannot trust. And for them to turn that around, they've got, as soon as they step up in class, they are found wanting. And that's a big problem.
They have found a way to win, as mentioned. And the Bournemouth challenge, how much do you think that's going to challenge them? Because Bournemouth have had some great results. They've got back-to-back wins on the road as well.
Yeah, no, Bournemouth is a team that is now in that zone, right, of winning. But you go into Man United, games like this, if you're Bournemouth, right, you're not a team that has to win. Because this is like, if you on the paper normally, Man United is your top team. So as a coach, if you're honest to yourself, you want to win the game because that's how football is based. But you already mark that off of like, if I don't win, it's normal. So Bournemouth now coming, it's very difficult to be comfortable when you go to Man U and when you face them. But still, they will bring up the goods and try to really compete with this.